Well, what's the crack? How you getting on? You're all very welcome to Ramble Pod, number 33, I think, for the 15th of January 2018. Jesus, how are you? Huh? How was that first week? You're back into it again now, starting into the flow of things. Good on you. Fair fucking play to you. So first time listening, hit subscribe. Sure, it's good crack. As you can tell, we're on all platforms. We're on YouTube now. Would you believe that? It's over on YouTube. It was a very simple thing to do. It was a pain in the balls before when I was with that other crowd. You had to go and actually make a video with a still fucking picture and everything. This crowd, you just go, yeah, I'd like to share to YouTube, please. And people listen through YouTube. I didn't think, I don't know. I don't know why or how it's handier. I don't know. I suppose it is as handy as anything, isn't it? But yeah, it's there on YouTube, it's on Spotify, it's on all the usual places. It's on wherever the fuck you're listening to right now, so I don't really need to tell you. But if it's your first time, hit subscribe. I'm out the whole time with this fucking thing. Upcoming gigs, just quite literally 2 seconds ago, the lovely Dave Elliott has a new comedy club in Belfast. So I'm now going to be in Belfast twice. I'm going to be there, actually, just a couple of weeks' time. But coming up just before that, where the fuck am I? Sorry, I'm going through the Watchmen thingies here. Let's. Oh, I'm just a couple of plays. Here we are. 26th, I'm going to be in Chaplin's Comedy Club in Dublin. And 28th, I'm going to be in the Woolshed in Dublin, also on Parnell Street. 29th, I'm going to be in University Concert Hall, Limerick. 31st, I'm going to be in Dave Elliott's club in Belfast, Pug Ugly's Comedy Club. What a fucking great name. What a great fucking name. Then 5th, I'm going to be in Galway, Roisin Dove. I'm going to possibly be in Unhinged Comedy Club on the 13th. City Limits, Cork on the 16th of February. 26th, I'm going to be in University Concert Hall in Limerick. Let's see. And I'm going to be back in Lavery's on the 6th of March. There's more coming in. And I'll put all the links in the old tickets and shit like that in tomomahony.com. It'll be the gigs bit in the bottom of this. In the description of this, when you scroll down, you'll see Patreon, T-Republic. Hello, dog. Sorry. I'm in the middle of something here, dog. But you look at it. Do you give a fuck? No, you do not. Oh, there's the dog now. Good girl. You're not doing fucking losing her mind at fucking crows all morning. But you look at, I understand. You're like one of those wildlings north of the wall. You hate crows. Good on you, dog. So yeah, I'll like I said, you'll see it below. There'll be the Patreon, the T-Republic link, and the gigs link. Click through them. You know what I mean? Everybody's heard of Patreon at this stage. Thank you very much to everybody who's still contributing on a monthly basis. Fair fucking play to you. Gear has been ordered as a direct result of your payments, so that's fantastic. Headphones, I need to choose. I want to get 2 more sets of headphones, so I need to choose a decent couple of sets of headphones. I have a couple, but they're all right. But you know what I mean. You want them a bit better, just a hint better. Doesn't have to be fucking radio quality shit. Like, because I don't know, a lot of the time I don't get the benefit of having headphones on when listening, but some people it is because the mic, they can hear themselves talking. That's the whole idea behind it. So I'll be getting some more shit in the way of headphones. So yeah, it'd be great if you contributed. If it's a one-time thing, of course, go for it. If you want to give a couple of dollars every month, because it's in dollar form, So we do have some American listeners. So yeah, you know what the dollars are all about. So they're less than pounds and they're less than euros. So it's cheaper than even the digit suggests. It'd be great. Some are giving 10, some give 20, some give 3. Happy days, whatever you fancy. For that, you will obviously get the ad-free version of this, and you will get exclusive access to the back catalogue of the Tom and Jerry Show, which I put an episode up every week, which myself and Jerry McBride of Waterford Whispers, past guest of the show, put up. And there's a couple more of them to come out, so you'll have all of those. And as well as that, then I will be doing exclusive fucking podcast purely for the Patreons. Yeah, because they deserve it. Not that anybody else doesn't deserve it, but if you want to pay, you got to wet these people's beak. You got to give them a little taste of the action. You got to give them something. You got to give people something. Oh, Lord, last night. So, yeah, like I said, all the gigs, they'll be in the fucking... I got to update the old website, but I'll put the links in the description, hopefully, of this, and give it a day or so, because I got to head out the door and actually record this week's fucking buckshot. straight after this. So give it a day. If today is the Tuesday you're listening to, give it a day, and the actual gigs will be updated in that link. I was in Cherry Comedy Club last night. First gig back. Oh, Lord. So hold on, I need to take a drink of tea here. I'm very excited. Oh, it was just lovely. Sold out show. Packed to the fucking rafters. Got to see my mate Colin Chadwick. He lives in London now. Very fun, interesting bloke. Manages a church in London. Yep. Used to manage St. Patrick's Cathedral here in Dublin. And a very, very, very funny fucker. If you have seen him, if you're living in the UK, if you're living in London, check out Colin Chadwick. I'm going to get him on the podcast at some stage. He's just such a good bloke. We've done a couple of shows on different things together, radio shows and stuff like that, but he's just, oh man, I'd forgotten how fucking tight his jokes are. It was fun to see it, but I was just relishing getting on stage. Ardlo Hanlon was on. There was a couple of other new acts that I haven't seen before. They were very good, but I just couldn't wait to get on. It had been over a month. That's a long time in comedy not to be doing gigs when you're doing a couple of weeks, like typically, you know. But yeah, it was just lovely. It was just fucking lovely. People were on it, you know what I mean? It was just great to see a packed show Monday night. Just great. Whatever, but you know, I mean, it's the guys are selling it well. It's not just to do with me or Ardla Hanlon being on the fucking thing. Like it sold out the week previous as well with whoever else was on that bill. It's just great to see it. The comedy clubs are fucking selling out, packing to the rafters, and there's nothing tastier. I swear to God, as an audience member or as a comedian, you're all in it together, like, and it's just fucking lovely. Do you know what I mean? There's no excuses then. You've no excuses. You know what I mean? Because everybody's in for a good time. Do you know? And that's exactly what it was. Where I did that. Oh, I was telling you, I did that Bingo Loco thing on fucking Friday night. Oh my good Jesus Christ. Friend of the podcast, Haley Joe, the 2-time podcastee, Haley Joe, and one of the girls who was dancing in the show as well, Leah. They messaged me because I Instagrammed about it on Friday evening. They'd messaged and I'm like, Jesus, where is that on? Because we're having a drink up the road. I said, it's on up here. I can get you in. So up in they come anyway. And the place is packed, like 320 odd people inside in the room. Then I would wager if the fire officer saw it, would have said closer to about 280. But regardless, oh fuck me, it was off the chain. And you're so amped up. It's like this euphoric moment. And even I was talking to the girls at the break. It was like, what are you thinking? They're like, it's just so bizarre. We're just in this fucking world of happiness and wildness that I was like, it's like that movie The Beach, isn't it? It's just you're living in this weird fucking euphoria of just people sweating after work, fucking drinking and roaring numbers at each other and getting excited by ridiculous fucking gifts. Some of the gifts were good. Like some of them were like dildos and fucking toasters. Yeah, somebody won the prize to trip for two to Amsterdam. Of course, woman jumps up on stage. I've been chatting to their table all night. It was a gang of teachers all dressed with leopard print. Everybody was wearing some sort of animal print, but they were up. This girl gets up and she's winning. She was all excited. She's doing a dance about I says, you're after winning this, and this, and you're after winning. And have you a partner? And she said, I do, yeah. And I said, you got to take him with you. And she went, no, it's a girl. She's over there. Okay. And I just had to double look because it was quite a happy time. And I was just wanting to know with her. But in fairness, she didn't get pissy about it. You know, she wasn't like, excuse me, I am a lesbian. She didn't. She was like, no, Tom, as it happens, it's not a bloke, it's a girl. It's like, cool, grand. But this bloke, actually at one stage, to talk about gay people, Jesus, they can move. They can dance, the gays. They can fucking dance. I don't give a shit what you say. Like, the gay lads, there's a table, a couple of them were gay at it, and there was one of them had said to one of the hype girls that was there that night, because there's two hype girls, or hype people, they're normally kids, essentially, like 18, 19 students, and they're just up for a good crack, and they want to get paid and shoot fucking CO2 cannons at the audience and fucking fire glitter all over everybody. But she comes over to me, one of the girls, she says, there's a lad over there, it's his birthday. Now we normally, like, the thing is not to be celebrating birthdays either, because the whole fucking place, there'd be 20 people in the room all want to celebrate their birthday, but she goes, he can do the whole dance from beginning to end of all the single ladies from Beyonce. So I was kind of give the DJ a nod. We had a bit of spare time. We were going well. So I said, up you come, you fuckers. Happy birthday to you. Well, sweet sovereign Jesus Christ. All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single... This lad, holy sweet mother of fucking Jesus Christ. He, like, on the money. He was the blackest lady you've ever seen. for a good 3 minutes. Like, from beginning to end. He took up... He'd never been on a stage, he said, in his life. Well, fuck me. You could have fooled me. Holy Jesus Christ. He was like... It was fucking ridiculous how good he was. Fucking hell. Tell you. The guy is bad. Taking fair dance. What the fuck am I talking about? Oh, for the love of fuck, we're nearly 10 minutes in. Yeah, pure stupid shit. The girls can dance. So the snow is coming back, apparently. We're getting the snow. Get in your timber, lads. Get in your fucking... Stock up the freezer. Apparently the snow is coming back. Put the chains on the tires. I don't know, I'm quite excited about the whole prospect of the thing. As long as it doesn't get in the way of gigs and stuff like that. But if no, inherently fucking will. If anybody remembers last year, I think I documented it well, how basically I nearly fucking broke the steering wheel. I was driving in such terror on the way back from a gig in Kerry. It was down in Killarney. It was done by about 10:30 or whatever. And the plan was to drive all the way back to Dublin, which is quite a fucking drive, but it was grand. It was just a bit in the chilly side. The road even from Killarney to Cork isn't hectic anyway, but it was alright. There was no real snow to be worried about. I got to Cashel at about whatever time, probably well after 12 o'clock. I'm at a petrol station. I remember thinking, where's this fucking snow they're on about? Now I'm travelling more north at this stage. About the Portlaoise, coming up on Kilkenny. It was starting light bit of snow, bit more snow, inch or two on the old motorway. Starts getting a bit closer, get to the toll by Portlaoise. Yeah, man, it's up to about 4 inches on the motorway now. It's white out everywhere, but we can handle it. Yeah, man says to me at the toll, he goes, I think it's fucking worse ahead. I says, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I can't very well turn around in the motorway. And essentially from what should have taken 50 minutes, maybe 1 hour tops to get to where I was going in Dublin from the toll bridge, it took me another 5 hours. 5 fucking hours. So in total, no, it took me more. It took me about 6.5 hours, if I remember correctly. In total, I think I was driving for about 10 fucking hours or something. And essentially, you're driving at like 15 kilometers an hour, and it's just, you don't know, every 20 seconds you're hitting the cat's eyes on the left or the right, because you can't see the median, you can't see the road, you can't see the embankment, you can't see anything. Just white everywhere. Just a fucking solid white with a black sky above it. That's it. That's all you got. And then all of a sudden, some prick in a truck just goes tearing past. Like, lads. And just fucks a heap of snow up in your... And of course, you can't pull over because you can't get going again. Because it's now a foot of snow. You can't go up the fucking slipways because you won't make it up them. So you just got to stay fucking going. Thank fuck I had plenty of petrol. But yeah, nearly broke the... And by the time I get to Dublin, then you're thinking, sure, I'll drive in through the city because they'll have the snowplows out. They have snowplows in the Dublin City County Council. They'll be on this. Like, they'll be staying ahead of the snow, surely. Like, well, I couldn't have been more wrong. There was about 2 foot of fucking snow through the city. Managed to bust through the most of that all right. Like, but yeah, it wouldn't make it up the final bit of the driveway. But fuck me. Do not be making any long fucking journeys. Is that the fucking dog over there? Jesus Christ almighty. She's banging her head off the window trying to get at a crow. I understand her pain, but Jesus Christ. So yeah, I would say don't have any long journeys. And those are a couple, like a few people have pulled in on the side of the motorway that night. Madness. I know they were probably suffering from fucking PTSD from the fucking stress that is. Like, there was my finger marks were nearly fucking wedged into the steering wheel. But like, stay going, because if you stop, you'll be whited over in 2 seconds. And like, I was hitting the cat's eyes back and forth because I didn't know where I was going. So in two seconds, you could be fucking blown out of it. So just, that's my little piece of advice. If the snow comes, don't go fucking driving anywhere. Just get loads of timber, loads of food in, and pay up for fucking Netflix. You'll be grand. You'll be fucking grand. I was watching, I came back from that gig I was doing a corporate gig on Saturday night. I came back. I watched the two Johnnies, friend of the podcast, the two Johnnies were on, they were actually on the Late Late. They were singing one of their songs, Play for County, on Friday night. Friday night in the Late Late. I was fucking delighted for them. Delighted for the lads. And Saturday night, another friend of the podcast. Lads, this podcast, I tell you, is gathering fucking pace. I'll tell you one thing. Other friend of the podcast, well, he's no friend of anybody's. But kind of a love-hate friend of the podcast, Dave McSavage. was on Ray Darcy, and it was just a masterclass in watching. Like in sporting analogies, he dragged fucking poor old Darcy around the pitch there, and sure, Darcy didn't know where the fuck it was going. And every so often, McSavage, just for the crack, would pull up a handbrake in the middle of a sentence and just turn fucking left, like, and sure, he'd leave poor old Ray for dead, like, you know what I mean? Like, rather than, like, I relish him going a bit wild and going fucking off script. It wasn't suiting poor old Ray Darcy, who has is it the Saturday Night Show or the Ray Darcy Show? I don't know what it's called, but you know what, it was great because the awkwardness of Ray actually made for a great selling point. It made for a great selling point for that weekend, you know, or for his upcoming shows, which we're doing together. If anybody's in the Westminster region, like I said, in the 26th of, is it the 29th, sorry, of this month. The 29th of this month, the Tuesday, it'll be myself, himself, and other friend of the podcast, John Calleary. But yeah, it was just interesting to see how he was able to fucking drag him all over the place. Like, and poor Ray he wasn't at the fucking races at all. Oh, Jesus Christ. It was good to see it, though, in a way. Like, you know what I mean? What the fuck else has gone on this week? It's just been trying to get my life back on fucking track, because you just can do nothing. When you're doing 2 shows a day, you can do fucking nothing. Because you're just quite literally shoveling food into yourself and you're back on it again, because it's 2.5 hour shows. Then you got the prepping beforehand, the wind down afterwards, the heading home. Just takes over your fucking life. I'm quite literally up in a heap still, trying to just a back catalogue of people to get back to fucking stuff. And I still haven't gotten back to some people. I've gotten through some of the emails back to people, like, and stuff like that. But then there's, like I was saying, Caveman is coming up this year, and this month now I gotta have to get on that and start making notes on it to change it kind of a little bit for me, you know, like, which is unbelievable. Imagine that, your first ever fucking play that you've been cast in, proper play that you've been cast in, happens to be a one-man play, and as a stand-up, that's essentially what we're doing the whole time. And they're going to let me actually change it slightly for myself. They're going to actually let me change it. Imagine walking in and getting cast in Macbeth and going, yeah, I'm not feeling that bit there, like, you know, could he say fuck off in the middle of that sentence, could he? Do you know, that's essentially, I know I'm not comparing, although, I mean, Caveman is Olivier Award winning, like, and it is the longest running play in Broadway history, single person play in Broadway history, so it does have a fair bit of prestige. But I mean, they have modified it for places, you know, other places outside of America, because things like baseball references aren't going to fucking work, you know what I mean? So they're going to let me, so I'm going to push it way more than I think they're going to let me. And that's the rule of snag listing. Like I told you that a couple of weeks back about fucking engineering reports and stuff like that. When it comes to something, you go over the top on a thing, and then you let them pare you back. Because if you go under, they'll just go, that's grand, yep. And then you'll be raging and go, why didn't I ask for more? Why didn't I ask for more? So when you're ever charging for a job, charge fucking big and let them whittle you down. Don't fucking, do you know what I mean? Don't go half at it. Fucking go big and let them fucking either tell you to fuck off or whittle you down. That's my reckoning with a thing anyway. How many times have you done something you're going, shit, I wish I asked for more? Fucking ask for more. Be a cheeky bastard. Ask for fucking more. I don't know what I was even talking about there. What was I talking about? Huh? What the fuck was I talking about? Because all I can see is a yoke just popped up in my timeline there. Looks like Peter O'Mahony's out at the weekend. Popped a rib. Rugby player Peter O'Mahony popped a fucking rib. Like, and for a beast like him to come off, like that's a man I'd like to have on the podcast. Although I doubt there wouldn't be big chat. Although I'd say he's good crack off the whatchamacallit. I briefly spoke to him. We were eating in a noodle bar one time down in Cork. Briefly spoke to him. He was there with his child, but I'd say it's good crack somewhere, but not in the public eye. He just looks ferocious all the time, doesn't he? Just intensity fucking personified, like. Yeah, so it looks like he's out for the weekend. Been a great. Jesus, what a weekend for the Irish provinces. Even if you're not a rugby fan, you may as well get on board. All four winning. Slapping the fucking bums of French and English properly, or, well, I suppose UK, essentially getting their bums smacked. Ulster fucking win, beating Racing. Apparently there was a bit of racial stuff being thrown at poor old Simon Zebo, which is it's not a fucking thing you see in rugby. It's weird. A couple of fucking scangers must have fucking made it in, but sure, look at what can you do? Munster beating Gloucester, Leinster beating Toulouse, and the lovely Connacht beating fucking Sale Sharks. Boy, Jesus, I tell you one thing. It's a fucking good time to be playing rugby in Ireland. Fucking popped rib. I've cracked ribs all right, like, and that's probably nearly better. Popping a rib is like, it's sitting in that gooey cartilage, and then it pops out of it. Blech, and cracks all the cartilage around. There's almost no blood flow to those things anyway, so they don't repair very well. So I reckon they'll just leave him off for the next couple of weeks. I'd say he won't see rugby till the Six Nations. They'll just inject the fuck out of him with cortisone. That's all you could do. So if you've ever seen spare ribs, this is where it's going to get gross. You know, spare ribs, like, and you see that gelatinous kind of stuff around the end of the rib, looking in the side of it. That's what you would have fucking ruptured. Popped the rib out of that, and they popped it back into that. But now it's ruptured, and that stuff takes ages to repair because there's fuck all blood flow to it. Jesus. And you even see him like a holding it, and you're like, if that's hurting him, and that fella, fuck me. Jesus Christ, if ever there was a fucking pit bull, like, pit bull in human form like that fucker. Mother of divine Jesus Christ. So yeah, no hunting done yet. Haven't been out hunting. The old grandfather was in and out of hospital, so it was kind of disrupted a small bit. Like, he's the poor old bastard. He was in there the other day. God, he was in there the other day. He was, caught for breathing or whatever, like, and he went in. And next he was back grand again, but he got up in the middle of the night to take a slash, I'm guessing, like, and the sides were up on that fucking, on the hospital bed, flipped over the side, and cracked his fucking head off the ground. Jesus Christ. I went in to visit him the next day. Of course, then he wanted to leave. He was like, I'm fucking out of here. This is before 90, heading for 98. He'd be 98 in a couple of weeks' time. A friend of the podcast also, Tom Senior. I was on the way over to him, and he got a notion. Fuck this, I'm getting all my gear and heading away. And it took heading for 98. It took 2 security staff to tell him no. One bloke fucking went to sit him back down. He got turfed off to his side. 98, almost 98, turfed a fully grown man in his fucking 30s to the fucking side. The other fella got fucked through the door, but they finally talked him down. He said, look, your grandson's on the way over. I came over. I said, what's up? You want to see the fire in that fucker's eyes? Still heading for 98. Like, he says, I just want fucking gone. This place is a fucking Mickey Mouse affair. Falling off the fucking, leaving up the sides of the bed when I went to hit the jacks in the night time. Jesus Christ, man, the foot went from under me. The floor is fucking, like, you know, in fairness, the floor was slippy. He wasn't just an old fella giving out about shit. Now, he was an old fella giving out about shit, but I had to give him his due, but the next thing I just started roaring laughing. Then he started roaring laughing, and he had a great line. He's like, there's no point in fucking, there's no point in going any place if they don't fucking remember you, is there? I'm like, you badass motherfucker. You're almost 100 years of age, and you're still fucking, as Joey Diaz would say, you're still fucking slinging dick and slapping heads. What? You know what I mean? Fuck, it'd give you, wouldn't that give you a kind of a, I know, it's just bad behaviour is what it is, and he's not that kind of a man, like, he never was, but when he loses his temper, like, yeah, fuck it. But the fact that he still has a fire, still has a temper, almost 100 years of age, like, isn't that great? It's great to know that, like, that you can still rock and roll. You can still fucking throw down and go, fuck it, I'm out of here. Fuck this place, I'm gone. And don't you two fuckers think you're going to stop me either. I mean, I should have been frowning on it and going, you shouldn't be doing that. Like, and I'm sure all the other relatives were kind of going, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. But in fairness, he could see me smiling, like, kind of giving him a wink as the nurse was over fucking giving him a tablet. He was like, yeah. And next thing he starts chuckling as well. He's like, fuck him. Do you know, gotta go visit him on Thursday, and we'll, I won't draw down because no doubt he wants to give out about it, but I won't. I'll probably draw down a little bit. Look, there's an element of pride there. You still want to see a fight, don't you? You still want to see fight in something, like, you know, even if a child has been a bit of a bold pup, like, you still want an edge of boldness, don't you? Like, you know what I mean? You know, it's the same thing. Like, you don't want something that, you know, a kid or, you know, an old person is just going to roll over and go, okay, give you another fucking tablet. You know, it was good to see it. Good to see it. If anything, it'd inspire you and go, yeah, you know what? Why do you have to stop? Why do you have to slump down into a big bag of shit, like, you know, as soon as you retire? Which is what happens to people. Like, they just go, well, that's me out. I'm tapping out. I'm gone from here mentally. Fuck that. Foot to the floor and go hard. You know what I mean? You can go hard till you're in almost 100 years of fucking age. Fucking hell. So that was that. That was that mad bastard. Yeah, that was. You have to take pride in it too, don't you? But he loves that shit. He loves when I bring in posters and stuff like that with it's his name on it as well. Like, he gets a great fucking kick out of that. He's like, look at this. I'm in a new show. Suck it, bitches. I'm in a new show. So it looks, it looks like there's, Jesus Christ. Interesting prospects coming up. I don't joke about Brexit and stuff like that because it's a bit fucking hacky. It's kind of like joking about fucking Donald Trump. It's like, okay, we get it. It's a shit show, and almost nobody wants it. You know what I mean? There's almost nobody that wants this. Even Theresa fucking May doesn't want it. But she just put up there. I only noticed from last week. It was just, again, scrolling through the news or whatever, and she said, if there's a no deal, if it goes south or whatever, Brexit and all the rest of it, it'll end up like an independent Scotland and a united Ireland. I mean, what's, is it? It's controversial to talk about it, I suppose, but like, is it handier all around? Is it? Do you know what I mean? Even if you still want to be, your flag wearing, drum beating, whatever, you're into that. Stay doing that. I think stay doing that. I think. But I think not for fucking Wolf Tone style shit, like. But I'm saying, wouldn't it just be fucking handier all around? Same money, same fucking money. Or there's like all my mates from up there, like that. Dave Elliott's just on, like. Colin was on the other day, like, with fucking shit. You're back and forth. Your buddies, like, I certainly don't think of Northern Ireland as being a separate country anyway. That's for fucking sure. Like, fuck borders. Like, what the fuck? Like, all right, granted, if it's Tipperary and Kilkenny, there has to be a border. Do you know what I mean? False borders when it comes to sport. That's where borders are good, where you can have a bit of a row. But, like, this magic-y fucking border. Like, it's magic is what you're talking about. Like, there is no physical border. Like, you know what I mean? There isn't, fuck that. Like, and what is it like? Like, it's a valid point. Like, I was listening to Jim Jeffries. Like, but you're like, I might have the same values and get on better with a bloke from the other side of the fucking continent than I would the fucker next door to me. So, like, shouldn't we be considered neighbours as well? Like, do you know that kind of way? Like, so, fuck it out the window. Like, fuck it out the window. Bigger things to be worrying about. Fucking not fucking dying. That's the number one thing you should be worried about always. Just not fucking dying on a daily basis. Everything else is like, grand. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It's hard. Who fucking knows what way it's going to go? I'd still be surprised if there is going to be a Brexit. I would be. I'd be fucking surprised because it's. Do you know what I mean? It's a big shit sandwich, and nobody likes to taste the shit sandwiches. Like, it's not going to go well. Nobody likes to taste the shit sandwiches, so I can't see how it's going to fucking work out in any shape, make, or form. I don't know. Yeah, I can't fucking see it. I was just looking through. They're going to announce I know I'm hopping all over the fucking place here, like, but and do you know what? There's the Irish rugby team. No fucking borders there. Who gives a fuck? There's no borders, and it works beautifully. So there you go. It works. Nobody gives a fuck. Because sport brings them all together. It doesn't make a fucking blind bit of difference. All them lads that come from Ulster are all happy to play for Ireland because they're fucking delighted. What are they going to do? Start up a Northern Irish fucking team? Nah. Fuck that. Why would you be bothered? It's great fucking crack tipping down to Carton House if you're playing for Ireland. Getting treated like a fucking king. Jesus Christ. But, I see their, I'd heard of him last year, but he's playing for Connacht. It looks like they're going to have to wheel him in because a few lads are out in the scrum half position for the Ireland fucking team getting named this. How cool is this for a name? Caelan Blade. Is there I played with a guy called Blade years ago, and I played with a guy whose sister was called, or his girlfriend was called Blaze. And I played with a guy from New Zealand. Like in New Zealand, the Maoris, they name each other mad shit. Like his name was actually Storm, genuinely Storm Curl, I think was his name. He played under 20s with the Hurricanes, I think. Like, he was a shit hot player, like. But fucking Caelan Blade, a surname like Blade, like, it must have been kind of cool growing up with that name, like Caelan Blade. I should try and get him on the podcast just purely for his fucking name alone, like it's an abbreviation to some name, like Unblood, or something like that. If it is Irish and it translates to something, Unblachana, yeah, that would be the flowers, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? It's kind of a cool name anyway, like. But at the same time, like Blade. Caelan Blade. Names don't come much fucking cooler than that, do they? Brody Retallick. That's a pretty cool name. Jerome Kino. But they're all Kiwis. They always have cool fucking names. Like, you know, Bowden Barrett. That's a cool name. But I think Caelan Blade might be up there with one of the cool... On names alone, he should be brought into the Ireland squad anyway, just to give a fucking run. Just so you can hear fucking... The commentator just going, and Blade passes the ball. Blade. Fuck it. That's a cool ass name. Anyway, I think we've I've got to get out the fucking door. I've got to get out the door, lads. Got to get this quickly edited, stick it up for your ear holes, and then get out and record one. Hit subscribe, hit rate, whatever you can rate this on. Please do rate it, because rating at the very least, if you don't want a Patreon, you don't want to buy on T Republic, share it on whatever platform you're on. Give it a share. Whether it be Facebook or Twitter or whatever like that. Like I said, we're on YouTube now, if that's your bag. We're on Spotify and all the rest of it. But do give it an old rating, because the ratings really do drive it up. And the more people that listen, the more Patreons will end up picking up. The more Patreons we pick up, the better sound is going to be. Anyway, moving swiftly along. You go away, enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll chat to you again on Friday. Good luck.